Alright everyone, last night of course YouTube was down for everyone for over an hour actually. Probably the largest YouTube outage since, maybe the good old days of YouTube. We're talking back during the Cosmic Panda period. I can only assume they still, as far as I know, haven't come out with a definitive reason. YouTube, I'm 100% sure though, does know why the outage occurred. Because it would simply know these things, since it has control of its own servers and everything else. They know what happened, whether it was a glitch, a hack, something else, or whether they were doing some sort of site update and, someone pressed the wrong button. That one digit was off very slightly, therefore the whole system crashed. That can happen. So this 0 was accidentally a 1. Whole system's completely gone. They know what happened. The fact that they're not forthcoming, therefore, immediately, and they're like, oh yeah, we tried to roll out an update, but it didn't go quite as planned. The system overloaded. It was, they released the wrong version. It was buggy. Now, the fact that they haven't come out and said that is suspicious, I would think. Especially since it was worldwide trending again, and, for several hours, sort of the YouTube outage party thing. This is why I use Bitchute. This is why I use Dailymotion. This is why I use Steemit. By the way, links in the description to all three. I believe in having the same material technically redundant across multiple sites in hopes that if something like this happens, like let's say that there was, some people at first were trolling about massive fire started by Chinese hackers, destroyed a bunch of YouTube servers, YouTube's going to have a gaping hole in it, which didn't happen, obviously. But, if something like that were to happen, let's say we're a massive hack attack. Let's say an earthquake hits Silicon Valley tomorrow and destroys a hell of a lot of the stuff that's there. Well, Dailymotion's based in France. Bitchute's based in the UK. No problem. Material's still there. Unless anything short of a world-ending asteroid, a nuclear war, or something, or maybe Yellowstone erupting, isn't going to be a big enough disaster to knock out the material, therefore, that I've got online. I think that that's helpful. And then you've got, malicious things could happen. A site just changes its TOS, decides to ban all political users. Well, it no longer matters now, does it? Because I've got a presence on other sites that carry the same info. So for Twitter, there's Gab. Facebook, well, there's Minds. Steemit, sort of a little bit of everything. Blogspot, WordPress. YouTube, Bitchute. Again, Steemit, the DTube portion of its site. And then also Dailymotion. So it just sort of makes sense. What do I think personally caused the outage? I don't know. It doesn't really matter, but again, the fact that they didn't immediately come out and say, oh yeah, we pressed the wrong button, or yes, this was, some problem, a disgruntled employee splashed coffee on the wrong processing chip or something. The fact that they haven't come out and done that makes me slightly suspicious. If they wait too long and it becomes clear that they're not going to tell us what happened, then it's more suspicious. I think faulty update probably, because here's the thing. They're planning to sever everything on YouTube and other Google services from Google+. It's going to take a little bit of processing effort now, isn't it? To erase all of that material, or at least archive it for sale to China, and to uncouple it from YouTube and everything. They're planning to roll out YouTube Studio for everyone, like the new version of basically everything other than the site itself. Like the non-public side for creators is going to get a total overhaul. I happen, by the way, to oppose this. Now they're making it mandatory. Right now it's optional. I don't use it. I think it's less helpful. It's less fleshed out. It doesn't look as good. It's probably going to end up being, much like Gmail gets a random topical overhaul, it'll probably end up being slower. It'll probably end up being less functional for non-mobile users. That is the direction that a lot of services, not just in Google, but a lot of these sites are moving in. If you're using the mobile version, everything's being streamlined and made faster and better for the mobile experience. For those who use a laptop or a desktop, it gets worse and worse over time. It has been, essentially. YouTube, as it currently is, has been geared more towards mobile users, sort of a hybrid, but as more and more people use smartphones more and more to tune into everything they're doing, or use TVs on the other end, YouTube TV, the live streaming and stuff, those are the things being prioritized. The sort of standalone laptop generation style of content creation, unfortunately, is now a minority. Now, I'm willing to deal with that as long as I can, but it is true. Meanwhile, on sites like Bitchute, there is no prioritization for mobile users, which, by the way, has pissed off some mobile users. The same, I believe, being true of Steemit, if I remember correctly. I like it, though. I personally have no problem with it. So yeah, YouTube was down for a couple of hours, pretty much. At first, a lot of people were like, oh, I thought I had been banned, like, when things stop loading, and I'm like, well, that wouldn't happen because everything would load fine other than your own stuff. So, how you check it is you go to someone else's video. And then you get these constant errors, and then 4chan had a laugh and was trying to talk about how the the monkey on the 500 error page was racist or something, and they were trying to make that into a meme. A lot of shit posting all over the internet. It was very funny. Some people were like panicking, like, "Oh my god, an hour without YouTube, how will I survive?" I'm like, get on Bitchute, or get off the computer entirely. Maybe someone's like, "Go read a book." A book? What's that? Oh, you mean ebooks? Oh, okay. I'll go to Amazon. I'll be right back. It's very funny. That's about all. Peace out.